Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Good morning. Okay, we just Swangiles at meeting everyone on the call. So good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining today's webinar. I don't know if we still have many people on the waiting, Swangile, on the waiting room. Okay, can hear you. Yes, great. Thanks, Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie. All right, let me share my screen. Good morning, everyone. Let me start from the beginning. So, a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us today on our webinar. So, thanks again. Thanks for joining. Spa, can you, or Dai, can you see my presentation?
Yes, can see it,
Oh, okay.
Arnold.
Okay, great. So a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us today on our webinar from all over, wherever you are. Pleased that you have joined us and the Creator has protected you. Dai said in the Cape, it's cold, wet, and rainy there. So be safe there. I'm here in Joburg. It's a sunny day, but cold and sunny and a bit and windy. So we're good here. So thanks again for joining our webinar today. This is the second webinar. We did another one a week or two ago where we're going through the updates or changes that Microsoft is providing. That will definitely affect us as organizations. Dai, everyone in? We go ahead.
As far as I can see, Arnold,
Okay.
we've got 127 in the room,
Okay.
so carry on. I think we'll just
Awesome.
add them as they come. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Dai. And again, a warm welcome from us at Pambano Technology Development Center. We welcome you on today's webinar. As I said, there are a couple of changes that Microsoft is making that will affect us as nonprofit organizations. I'm Arnold Nechambidi, founder and executive director for Pambano Technology Development Center, NPC. So again, just a high level who we are. We're a registered nonprofit organization that exists to provide technology training and solutions to civil society organizations here in Southern Africa. So we work with organizations in 10 Southern African countries, Angola, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique, Eswatini, Lesotho, and of course here in South Africa. So we again want to be the preferred provider of technology capacity building solutions to other civil society organizations in Southern Africa. So we train NPOs in technology adoption through our different programs, digital skills workshops. And I know many of you have attended some of our trainings, and we administer donated and discounted technology solutions through the TechSoup platform. And we have a platform where we feature, your organizations, again, to showcase the good work that you're doing in different communities. And lastly, but not the least, we develop websites for organizations at a reasonable fee of 2,000 rands. Again, we are a TechSoup partner in Southern Africa, where we administer different technology solutions to organizations. And through this TechSoup platform, we then are able to administer the Microsoft solutions and again be a validation partner for Microsoft. So we administer all your on-prem, as in providing the perpetual licenses to organizations from different, Microsoft products. But again, it's not only Microsoft and other technology companies that we have on the TechSoup platform. But again, in the interest of time, today's session will only focus on the changes from Microsoft. that is affecting us as NPOs. And again, previously we were able to support organizations with different software solutions from Microsoft, either as a donation or as a discount. And again, some that are available as cloud donations, which we've trained many NPOs on adopting cloud or Microsoft cloud solutions. And again, there are other NPO discounts that you get as an organization. Now, just to start, early this year, Microsoft announced that support for Windows 10 will end in October 2025. Again, that means that, if you have, Windows 10 downwards, like a Windows 8, Windows 7, you no longer have access to free software updates, which again, it's a risk to your devices. So again, it's an advice, it's an advice for organizations to upgrade to the current edition, which is the Windows 11 Pro, which you can get it through us. Again, so I was talking to Dai before you all joined that, hey, Dai, I can't find the retail price for Windows 11 Pro in US dollars because other countries don't use rands, right? But again, this is the retail price that you will pay if, let's say, you get it directly from Microsoft. But as a registered nonprofit, eligible organizations get it as, you only pay this once-off admin fee to us. So again, for organizations that are outside South Africa, on your different Texo platforms, you only pay $16. For organizations that are in the country to upgrade to Windows 11 Pro. I mean, it's a professional edition. You upgrade, you'll only pay the 316 Rand. But again, there have been so many changes over the years, which I've explained to in different sessions that we had with organizations, that, in order to place the order for this Windows 11 Pro, you will need then to authorize us as a reseller, and that we are here, we can guide you on how you can authorize us as a reseller, or you can definitely just go straight on your different text platforms. And you do need to have a Microsoft 365 admin account so that then you authorize us as a reseller. So again, couple of steps for you to get this donated Windows 11 Pro. It's a donation from Microsoft. However, we charge a once-off admin fee that you pay to us to sustain the program. So again, that is an explanation on why the admin fee that we charge or we pass on to organizations. Now, coming now to the changes on the Microsoft 365, and I know this is a second session. So if you ever attended the first session, it's the same sessions, but I felt that as we were heading to the end of June, some organizations might have missed the first session that we did 2 weeks ago, or some didn't really know that we are hosting this webinar. So that's why we're having this session, so that organizations are able, to prepare in advance before the 1st of July. So just a recap, 2019, Microsoft made this announcement that they will be donating or supporting grassroots organizations with the Microsoft 365 Business Premium subscriptions, which we were getting up to 10 seats, meaning 10 subscriptions. So if you have 10 users or less, that means you didn't have to pay. If then you have 10 or more, you'll still get the first 10 seats or 10 subscriptions on Microsoft 365 Business Premium. And then for the additional users, then you will pay the NPO discounted, right? And at the time in 2019, it was just $5. But of course, over the years, Microsoft adjusted that to $5.50, which let's say you have already gone through the 10. So we have done many sessions with organizations on how to adopt on Microsoft Cloud, again, showcasing the benefits that are available from Microsoft because we didn't have to pay. Many of us, have less than organizations with less than 10 users. We didn't have to pay. I mean, I remember when we still had E2. So again, if you still have E2 plan, please upgrade to the Microsoft 365 Business Basic because that has been discontinued last year. So there've been a couple of changes over the years, but this is by far the biggest one that is hitting us as NPOs because we have not been paying. We're getting all the Office desktop applications, your Teams, SharePoint, OneDrive. We were not paying. We're just getting 0 rand invoice because majority of our NPOs are not more than 10. Yes, even those that are more than 10 users, um, still they were benefiting on that. So Microsoft announced this, made this announcement recently that they will be discontinuing those 10 Microsoft 365 Business Premium grant and E1, the Office 365 E1 plan that we were getting at no cost, but it's going to be effective from the 1st of July, meaning if you have not applied, you still have today, tomorrow, you still have like 4 days to submit your application, and you can submit your application directly on nonprofit.microsoft.com. Spa, if you're on the call, please share the chat, share the link on chat, nonprofit.microsoft.com. Submit the application. You still have a chance to get the 10 business premium subscriptions and E1 plan, but it will only be for the next 12 months. But still, it will be a benefit that you will get. And then, of course, on renewal next year, around June, July, only then you will start then paying the NPO discount. So for those organizations that are not yet that have not yet benefited or not yet applied for the Microsoft 365 for nonprofits, you can do so and you'll still be eligible for those grants. So you have from now until next week, Monday, because from the 1st of July, I don't know if Microsoft will just completely remove them. Again, I don't know in terms of the time difference because we get to the 1st of July before the US. So you can try. But again, if you know any other organizations that will be interested in this, please ask them to start submitting their applications from now until, let's say, Monday, so that you don't miss out on this 12 months. Well, you will only have 12 months left for this grant, and thereafter, then you will get the NPO discounted. For organizations that are paying commercial, we'll be happy to assist you to convert to, from commercial or retail price on the subscriptions to the nonprofit subscriptions. We're happy to guide you on how to do that. So again, you still have the 10 business premium subscriptions and E1 plan at no cost for, I would say now where we are, it will be for the next 12 months. You won't be paid, which is great. But it does not mean that from the 1st of July, everything stops. I just need to clarify that. It depends on when is your next renewal for these grants, right? So you just need to check on your Microsoft 365 admin platform or portal to see when is your next renewal. Only in your next renewal. And I mean, since we had our first webinar, I saw some organizations, their next renewal is in May 2026. Like, wow, great. You still have like 12 months of using this grant without having to pay. So please check on your at Global Admin just to see when is your next renewal. So it's on your in your next renewal. It doesn't mean that from the 1st of July, then automatically everything gets shut off. No, no, no. It's based on your next renewal. When is your next renewal date for the donated business premium or E1? Again, more on the business premium because it comes with all the desktop applications which you were all using. And if you decide to choose not to do anything, you can still then go for get the business basic and then assign the subscriptions to your users. Because again, we use all your historical emails so that you know your historical emails are not lost. If let's say it just discontinued without any making provision, so it would be great, if you let's say you think you'll forget the renewal date, you can now you can just add the business basic assigned to all your users so that emails keeps flowing even though you might not have the desktop applications. Again, I don't know what will happen, whether the 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 um, the applications will just stop working, or maybe it will prompt you to sign in and so on. But again, I've not really tested that. But again, for your emails is very important, or for your documents is very important, because we still have, although the grant is ending, you will still get around 75% discounted on the Microsoft 365 Business Premium. There are other, your business standard and so on and so forth, right? But we can still get the 300, up to 300 licenses on the Microsoft 365 Business Basic. So my advice is um, to make sure your emails, your documents, you just also assign the business basic, right? So that you know your emails are secure, your documents are secure, and you don't lose anything. But again, we're happy to guide you through this process, so that you don't lose any of your work. For those that have entered the credit card details on the Microsoft 365 platform, Microsoft won't just debit the money, because this, when it ends, let's say like us, our next renewal is in September, that donation that we were getting will just automatically end. And then if we need to purchase additional subscriptions, only then we'll start paying for the NPO discounted for, depending on what subscriptions we'll opt for. Now, again, there are timelines in terms of you know, the communication from Microsoft, and some of you have already received those emails from Microsoft. Please check those emails, and especially on one is your next renewal date, so that then you plan in advance. Then, as I said, we are here. We'll be able to support you as well through this process, or guide you on what does it mean and so on. So again, this is just the uh, life cycle. If let's say your data, you don't do anything, what happens to your data? So although those subscriptions will expire, your data for the next 30 days will still be accessible. So you still be able to access your data, and then then gets disabled after 90 days and so on. So again, just give you a timeline. But for our organizations, our data is very important. We need to act timelessly, so that we don't have any problem, in losing our data. So again, just that explanation of how you're going to access your data. So let's act before the renewal, so that we still continue to work without any disruptions in our organizations. And again, what it would mean, so as I will make an example for us, our next renewal is September this year. So that means that, of course, this is the retail price, and I'm sorry I didn't put in dollars for organizations from other countries outside South Africa. This is the retail price of that. So again, just to factor that 75 percent that you get, right? Discount that you get from Microsoft. On business standard, you pay $3 or 53 rands 30 cents per user per month. And on the business premium that we've been getting as a grant, again, it's still free for now. And then again, on your next renewal, if you opt for the business premium, you will then have to pay $5.50 or 97 rands 80 cents. So again, that is that 75% discount that you get as a nonprofit. So if you're a nonprofit organization and paying retail price or paying more than what I'm displaying here, or that $5.50, let me know so that we can assist you in converting, from the commercial to the NPO discounted. Again, there's that verification process to check if you're a nonprofit, do you meet the Microsoft legal guidelines or eligibility guidelines. And if you meet the eligibility guidelines, you will be able to get, the NPO discount here. Now, here are some comparisons, and maybe it would be best for me to just go straight to the link so that you can see on what it means in terms of the comparison between these plans. So I just want to move this. I think I had it here. So these are the comparisons on this Microsoft 365 subscription plan. So again, as eligible NPOs or registered NPOs that are eligible for the Microsoft donations, we get the Microsoft 365 Business Basic as a grant for up to 300 users. And then again for NPO discount, where this is again, as I said, it's $3 for other countries, and again, $5.50. So here's a breakdown of what is it included, so that you can make a right decision on, okay, if I go for this one, what are what am I getting? So it gives you, again, for all this, you get for all the subscriptions, you have 1 terabyte storage, cloud storage per user, and you get 50 gig mailbox, you have SharePoint, you have all this, as you can see here on screen, right? And whatever that is on the business standard includes everything that is on business basic, and then in addition to desktop version. So basic does not come with the desktop versions or desktop apps, as you can see here. And it includes all this, webinar hosting, as you are on a webinar even today, webinar hosting, the registration, the attendee registration, reporting tools, and all this, right? So some of this similar, you can get some on Business Basic as well, as you can see. So again, this is a breakdown of what you get, but more importantly, the Business Basic, the Business Premium includes everything that is on the business standard, and more in terms of advanced security features, cyber threat protection, advanced device management. And I also had this link where you can actually now have an idea of the differences, right? I remember in the previous webinar, NPOs or NPO leaders asked in terms of what are the security features. So you can now actually see, all the security features, what business premium has, and what business standard has, and what basic has. So you can go through, all this, so that then you can make an informed decision. When when the renewal time comes, right? And I mean, this is very important for us as well. I mean, because we are on business premium, my was able to upgrade to Windows 11 business, which is great. But then of course I had the Windows 10 at the time. I had Windows 10 Pro, or if you are on Windows 11 Pro, you can also upgrade to Windows 11 Business, as you can see on my screen. So here are all the features in terms of the advanced security features. If you opt for the business premium, as you can see, it's a whole lot, and some that are also included on your business standard and business. And I also have this link, on if you are to choose, let's say, business premium. There is a video here with 5 benefits of using Microsoft 365 Business Premium. So I will share this presentation so that you can actually have an idea of how you prepare your continuity so that you don't lose any data, but it's quite useful for us to plan in advance. So and again, I've got all these links here where you can just, at your comfort zone, you can just read through and then or make an informed decision. Again, we don't have all the solutions, but we can also assist in terms of how you can get these subscriptions for those organizations that I know some were using for computer labs. You can still get computer lab on-prem, which is a perpetual license. You only pay 790 rand. I forgot how much in dollars. And then, of course, if you need the Office 2024 for for employees, you then have to pay the 2,469. Again, you can weigh up all the options on which one will be best for your organization as you continue making these adjustments. And then lastly, I have these resources that you can also read directly from Microsoft. But the main thing for today's webinar was, we did the first webinar and we had many questions coming from from organizations that were attending. I think we had like 600 participants on the day. But I felt that, as we're going to the end of June, let's again raise the awareness as much as we did when we were promoting what's available. And then, of course, many organizations have adopted, on the Microsoft Cloud technology. But we again felt the need to come back to organizations to share, these changes that, of course, they're gonna affect us as organizations. So we are here, and again, maybe lastly, just to show you how to view the when is your subscription expiring. So you go to your office.com, you log in as the global admin, and you click on your admin here. And so just waiting for it to open, and then you go to your billing. Again, for organizations that have not placed the order for this Microsoft grant, you can just go purchase services, purchase from Microsoft, and then get the business premium subscription. So I just want to show you quickly. So again, it shows nonprofit. We are not a business, so we are sticking with the nonprofit. And then, of course, we're going to get all the nonprofits. I just want to show you. So as you can see, we already own the business premium. As you can see, we already own it. So if you don't have it, you can just add, here, and you get a 0 rand invoice every month. And then to view now the subscriptions, for those that, again, there's been changes for those organizations that have been with us for many years, where you get your volume licensing service center. Volume licensing service center is under the Microsoft 365 admin center. So you can go on volume license, and under volume license, you can view all your downloads and keys here, depending on which products you have requested. So if you requested, let's say, the operating system, your Windows 11 keys will be here, as you can see for us as well. These are all the on-prem that we have under the volume license. But then for the subscriptions, just show you all the subscriptions that we have. Just want to open the subscriptions. So these are the subscriptions. We have already, we had E1 as well, and we had E1 and Business Premium, but to prepare for this, we have already, canceled E1, and we now have the Business Basic and Business Premium, and the Business Basic, of course, Business Basic won't expire, or it won't be, it will still be available for us. So come 1st of September, it will just continue renewing and then get a R0 invoice. And then however, for the business premium donation, this is where we will be affected, um, because on the 4th of September, we're now going to have to make a decision on, for the 9 users that we have, which subscription are we going to get everyone into. So it is the same. We are in the same situation as you. I, I was so jealous when I saw other organizations when the expiry date is like May 2026, June 2026. Like, wow, they still have another year of not paying. But for us, yeah, unfortunately, as you can see, it is the 4th of September. That means come the 4th of September, we should then start paying. So easy as that, but I just felt, for today's session, as we're heading towards the end of uh, June, in preparing the organizations, it would be great for us to go through this session. So again, for if you are have any issues or have any concerns, please you can post on chat on the Q&A, and we'll be able to assist you with all your queries. And I don't know if you want to come off mute. We're happy. We can also make it. At least we still have more time to go through that. So, Dai, I don't know if you've been checking some
Yeah,
questions on your
we
side.
we we have got quite a few. I've tried to
Okay.
answer some of the easy ones, but
Okay.
some of them are for the tech team. I'm
Okay.
going to start at the bottom
Okay.
because some of them are repeated, and then we can
Oh,
go
okay.
through. So just lots of questions about the recording and presentation. We will be sending you the link to where the recording is uploaded, and you will also receive the presentation.
Yes.
Arnold, all the
Yes.
links in the presentation, are they
Yeah.
clickable?
Yes. Yes. They are
Okay, so
clickable.
we don't need to
Yes. Yes.
post all the links in this chat as requested.
Well, we can.
There's
Well, we've
quite a
got nothing
few.
to
There's
lose.
quite a few. So as I go through them, you can pop them in the chat.
Yeah, sure. I
But
can. So
let's
let
just
me.
get to the questions first, Arnold.
Okay, that's fine. Let's start there.
When will the recording and slides be available? As soon as possible, Joel. So in short, when your time for
Yes.
the current license is over, you
Yeah.
will be paying from then on.
Yes. Depending. If you go for basic, basic will be free. You don't have to pay for the business basic. That will be free. So there won't be any payment there. If you opt for business premium or business standard, yes, you will then start paying.
Okay.
And NPO discount, that is NPO discount. So NPO discount, and again, this applies to, all organizations, registered organizations, churches, whatever, yes, civil society, any organization that is registered and eligible. But again, the eligibility, you might not know what is the eligibility. So register, submit your application. If you haven't, and if you have, then start submitting the application. Sorry, Dai, what is the other question?
Can we have both business, basic, and premium licenses?
Yes, you can still have that. You can still have that. Or we can, there's a, you can mix and match in terms of their subscriptions. So yes, you can. You can.
Are there any alternative free software for Office packages except for Microsoft Office 365?
So you can actually, if you're familiar with Google for nonprofits, um, what you get from Business Basic could be the same as what you're gonna get on let me just see so that I forgot to prepare that slide on the Google for nonprofits. So let me just quickly just go to my Google for nonprofits quickly. So that you can have an idea on the what you have or what you can get on the Google for nonprofits. So again, with the Google for nonprofits, you get the Google Workspace for nonprofits, which of course is going to be online, right? You have your apps online, your Google Sheets, Google Docs, it's online. Um, so you can get that. You can have access to all that and submit your application. It is free, but of course, just like Basic, you need to have access. You need to go to your Google log in on your Google account online and then access your Google Docs and Google Sheets. So for those that are not familiar, so as you can see on my Microsoft 365 admin platform, I've got Word here. So if let's say I want to work on Word, I will start working on it directly here on this platform. So everything will be here and then I can start working from here. So easy as that. You save, you still have access to 1 terabyte storage per user on for your all your users. And then you file, you save on your cloud storage. You still have access to your mailbox on your phone and so on, So you still have all that. It's only that you can now just click Word and open it like this, right? You'll need to just go here and then you access your Word. So those are the main differences. You still can, if I need Excel, if I need PowerPoint, I can just open them easily here and start working. So Google Workspace, it's online, so you need to again go online just as much as I've shown you here uh, on Microsoft. So that's what I can say in terms of free. You can have your free Google Docs, Google Sheets, or you can definitely get your Microsoft applications directly using Business Basic. Yeah. Di?
Okay. What baseline operating system is required to upgrade to Windows 11 Business? Windows 11 Home, or must it be Windows 11 Pro?
Okay, so if you're gonna, I mean, again, I don't know how much Windows Home or single language costs for your Windows 11 retail price, but if you request it from us, you are going to get Windows 11 Pro, which for those that, need, have a server or need a professional edition, that's what you're gonna get from us. The Windows 11 Home, I don't know the price, but through us on the Texo platform, you're going to get Windows 11 Pro, not the home or single language. Yeah.
Will we be
And you can get it
downgraded?
directly.
Sorry, carry
Yeah,
on.
sorry, Da. So if you're already on Microsoft 365, you can authorize us and then you'll be able to place the order to upgrade to Windows 11. And you can also check if your device can take Windows 11. There are some restrictions, just again, basic
Business Premium is discontinued.
So Microsoft want, you will need to do it. You will need to downgrade. You will need to, let's say, for us, if I decide, no, I mean, okay, in the office, we've got 100 meg line and we decide, look, we're just going to work on basic. when it ends, when the come September on our renewal date for the business premium, when it ends, I can just assign everyone to business basic and then we'll continue. We have to do it. Microsoft won't do it, unfortunately.
And then Darby asked what the difference is between pro and business. I don't know if this was before you shared the slide.
Okay, so which one, Dai? Pro and business. Is
Pro
it
and
this?
business,
You mean
yeah.
standard? You mean standard? And is
Must
that the
be
operating
business
system?
standard. Darby,
Okay.
can you just pop in the chat what you mean, and then we'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
answered some
Windows
of these.
11. Oh,
Windows.
so I see. What is the difference? Okay, look. Yeah, I didn't prepare the slide on that, to be honest, Davi. It's just yeah, and I've not checked on my colleagues because some of my colleagues are on Windows 11 Pro and I'm on Windows 11 Business, but mine is linked to Intune, which is very good. But I actually don't know. Spa, maybe if you can just check the difference between Windows 11 and Windows 11 Pro and Windows 11 Business, and then maybe just pop a link here, Spa, if you don't mind, and send it to Davi. Davi, I'm just making a note here, just so that if I find a link, we can actually email it to you. So Windows 11 Pro versus Business. Yeah, cool. Dai?
If your organization is already recognized as eligible, do you have to
Yes.
reapply or does the eligibility remain?
Eligibility remains, so you don't have to reapply. It's only for those organizations that are not yet, the that are not yet on Microsoft 365, that, look, you still have time to apply and you're still gonna get the this grant for the next 12 months, so long as you do it before, before the 1st of July.
And
Yeah.
then somebody's asking about 365 for Apple and a question mark. I'm not sure what
Yeah.
that question was about, but I'm sure you will be able to work it up, Donald.
Yeah, so this Microsoft 365 is applicable to both Windows and Mac. So it will then comes down to what you prefer, right? What do you prefer? Which subscription do you prefer? So again, let me just share my screen. Um, so although it does not say, for Windows or for Mac, but when you do download it, you can then download for your MacBook. I just forgot how to download mine. Let me just go here, Microsoft 365. Uh, just that they keep changing this platform. It was so easy to like how you download the software. Just want to see how. Ah, man, they keep changing. Sorry. Just want to show you how you download the subscriptions on your devices, because it was so yeah, here. So yeah, you then, if this is a new device, I can then start installing directly here. Whether you're a MacBook, or as you can see here, you can install Office up to 5 PCs or Mac or tablets or smartphone, right? So you can easily just go here and then start installing. So for a MacBook, once you start installing, it's going to install the one that is compatible for your MacBook, and that's it. So you do no longer have to like, oh, okay, I need a MacBook or I need a Windows. The minute you hit install, then it's gonna install on your MacBook, or Windows desktop or Windows laptop or tablet. Yeah. Right?
The amounts shown on the admin portal, are they
Yeah.
inclusive for VAT, for standard and premium?
Yes, as far as I remember, it's inclusive of that, but let's have a look just so that we are sure. Um, I think it's inclusive. I don't know. I think it is. Let me see. Let me go to details. I think it was inclusive. Um, Oh, sorry, it does not include that.
Exclusive, yeah.
Subtotal it's exclusive. I'm sorry. It's exclusive. So there'll still be the 15%. But for other countries that don't charge VAT, then you're not included. It's mainly for us, where VAT for us is there's that 15%. Thank God it's 15%. Unlike the whatever that Minister of Finance was proposing. Yeah.
The Windows 11 Pro price that you mentioned earlier, Arnold, does that apply to each PC?
Yes. That's per device. That's per device. So if I buy a new computer with a home single language and I need to upgrade it to Windows, then I'll need to purchase the license for that.
Then do
So
we use
unlike sorry, Dai. So unlike, let's say so I just want to clarify on this. For the 365 Business Premium or subscription, it's not based on the device, it's based on your subscription. So here I'm using my email address, right? My email address is licensed and it has Business Premium. So I can install in up to 5 devices of my own. The ones that I will be using, whether I have one at home, one here, a tablet, and a MacBook. Let's say these are all the devices I'm using. I no longer have to, let's say, someone donates a MacBook to me, then I'll just install it because I already have a subscription. I don't have to worry about, oh, I've got a new device now, I need to pay or buy, license it. I will license it using my account here. But the operating system is different. So the operating system is based on the number of devices. And yeah, so I hope that clarifies all that, Di.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
don't know, this question was sent quite early. Patsy might have the answer already. Do we use the link to do the update? Our renewal is until October. Do we apply
Okay.
for free grants in October, or how do we apply?
Okay, so maybe yeah, just again to be sure, right, that we're saying the same thing. We have been benefiting on this Microsoft 365 Business Premium since 2019, when it was announced, right? And before then, we had the Office 2019 or 2021 and so on. And now, of course, we're also thinking of getting 2024. So this is the Business Premium subscription for us, and we have 9 users, now 9 seats. The renewal date, our renewal date, right, is on the 4th of September, meaning we don't come 4th of September. I don't have to do any application. All I will do is just to go purchase services. Let's say we have the funding to buy the business premium. We'll just then come here and buy it. We don't have to do any new application or anything. We'll just come here and then we start buying it, right? And then that is, again, we still have to figure out with my colleagues on who should be on what and who should be on, so yeah, that's again, then of course I'll put our card details here. And then for those that don't have a card, a business card, you can then pay us on EFT.
Junaid is asking if Microsoft will be replacing business premium donations with a different donation that has apps for business.
No, currently, unfortunately, Junaid, the only one that they are replacing with that it will be available is where's my comparison list? Is the one that will have the desktop apps is the business standard, business premium, and there are other, your E5 and so on. But I'll just focusing more on these affordable
Okay.
ones. E5 is just, you get all the bells and whistles there. And it's expensive, to be honest, as you can see, for 405 rand, 40 cents per month, or E3, 160. So again, it's a choice, right? It's a choice.
Okay.
It's a choice.
All righty. Simply Blended, I have forwarded your inquiry to validation. As soon as I get a response from them, somebody will contact you. Just one question from Stefan to clarify, up to 300 Business Basic is still free.
Correct. Absolutely. You get for
Right.
free. I mean, I can easily just add this, let me see, just to show you how easy it is, right? So we have my subscriptions. Okay, let me just go back. We don't want to pay now because we're still We still have until September. So as you can see on uh, our 365 admin on our Microsoft 365 admin center, we have 11. So I can get up to 300. But again, so let me buy. So I have 300. So I can get up to 300. But we are not 300, right? So again, I can get up to 300. As you can see, this is no cost. So if we have volunteers, interns, whatever, they're all going to have Phambano email addresses. They're all going to have Phambano email addresses, as you can see. But look, we are not 300. And by the way, this 11 is just for, we have our info, whatever, and so many other email addresses that we have created that don't require to have, desktop apps. Yeah, easy as that.
All righty. So, Francois asks, do you know if they will be onboarding new discounts after they remove Business Premium, similar to what they did when they removed Office E2?
Yeah, so it's quite interesting, because with all these changes, I mean, what they made in 2019, we were not ready for that. And they just said, look, we're supporting grassroots organizations. And then they made the business premium for free for up to 10 seats. I don't know what's going to happen after this. Maybe them, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know. I wish they can reduce, some admin, so the NPO discount here so that they can discount it further. I don't know, to be honest. But we live in hope. I mean, I remember when we were complaining about the Microsoft 365 Copilot when it was $30 and then they reduced it by, I think it was 15% discount, which came down to, I think, $25. We live in hope. We live in hope.
All righty. And then just to clarify, do we still get the first 10 free? And that question's asked a few times, Arnold.
Yeah.
So
So for new applications, you're gonna get the 10 free, the 10 business premium, but on the next renewal, then you will then start getting an NPO discount. Yeah.
just to recap, if it's
Yes.
renewal only in March
Yes.
2026, what do I
Yes.
need to do now?
Okay. So you're very fortunate that you still have until March not paying. So only in March when it expires, then you'll then look for some of these options, right? You'll then look for some of these options. So let's connect in March. Let's
Okay, and
connect in
Arnold,
March.
Keith
Yes.
says
Yeah.
he thinks that one of your links is referencing your hard drive, but we can check that a little bit later.
Yeah, we can
And
check
then
that
we'll send
later.
out
Yeah.
all the correct links.
Yes.
Um, Francois asked, do you think they will offer discounts on extended support for Windows 10? They announced extended support to the public.
Yes, that's a very good question, Francois, because I had a couple of queries from organizations on how do we get the extended support. I had some links, but I just have not figured out what price is it. I don't know, Francois, do you know what price it is? I don't know if you can come off mute, because I just couldn't find the price. Is it Francois Stay and Die?
Yeah.
Okay, let me allow Mike. Francois, I don't know. I'm giving you, you can share you can come off mute and you can also be on camera. I don't know the price, to be honest. I don't know, Junaid or any other IT provider. Sean, do you know anything on this?
Hi, Arnold.
Hi.
Yeah, so basically, I'm in the dark about it as much as you because
Yeah.
they announced it about a week ago that they will be offering
Yes.
it via license to users, as in the public,
Mm,
or anyone can log in for it.
yeah.
But so far, on all of the Office 365 applications, it's not available there. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's region gated. It might be region gated only to the US or
Yeah.
specific countries at the moment,
Okay.
but I'm hoping they open it up in the future for us because that's a game changer for all the computers that can't support
Yes.
Windows 11.
Absolutely. Francois, that's a very good point. I'll send an email to one of my contacts at Microsoft just to find out where and how we can get it and what is the price. And if I get it before we send out the presentation and the recording, we'll include that link as well. Thanks, Francois.
Arnold, which
Yes.
option has SharePoint? We need lots of storage for videos and podcasts.
So this link, so just go where that link is. I think it's included on all. Yeah, it is included on all. It's included on all the yeah, file storage sharing. Yeah, it's included on all basic even. So if you're on basic, your Teams, your SharePoint, OneDrive, all gonna work. They will still going to continue to work. So it's included. So that's what you get. See, Rosalind, in terms of storage, I know other people say 25 terabyte storage on SharePoint. Um, on OneDrive is 1 terabyte storage. On SharePoint, others are saying 25 terabyte storage. Yes.
So Arnold, on basic, can we still
Yes.
download the apps to our laptop, or will the apps only be available online?
Yeah, so apps will be available online. So remember when I shared my screen where I showcased the, if I need to open Word or whatever. So again, one last time, just again for organizations, right? So we like this is the online. So I'm on Office 360, I'm on office.com and on the admin portal. If I need to read my emails, I can just go to Outlook. If I need Word, Excel, again, all yeah. So you you're gonna work here. So if it's SharePoint, you're still gonna have access to it. If it's OneDrive, you're still gonna have access to it directly here. What I don't know is if with OneDrive, if you still can, again, maybe I think you can still get it directly and put it on your file explorer because it's not an app. It's not like your Word, Excel, whatever. I think this one you can still upload it. You can still have it on your file explorer. Um, so that then you can access your files directly here, or if or access them online. So you're still gonna have most of the same on basic. It's just that the applications you won't have access to them. Yeah, okay.
Are free softwares like WPS Office or LibreOffice viable?
I've not used them to be honest. I've not used them unless if there's someone who has used them. Please share. Here on chat or on Q&A. Just again to guide other organizations. To be honest, I haven't used them.
For Windows 11 Pro, how many computers will I be able to upgrade in the organization?
It's based on the number of devices. So check, you do an audit, uh, how many devices that you have, how many devices are on, let's say, Windows 11 or Windows 10, and then you can upgrade those that are on Windows 11 and also check the minimum requirements needed to upgrade to Windows 11 Pro.
All righty.
Yeah.
Can you run through the process of authorization, Arnold?
Yeah, sure. So okay, I don't have a simple example. Okay, look, send us an email. You can send us an email to arnold@phambano.org.za or info@phambano.org.za. I'll show you. We are already authorized, and I don't have an example of an organization that is not yet authorized. I wish I had. So when you log in on TechSoup, and then when you select on product, it will say get offer. When you say get offer, then you can then authorize. We can share the link with you, or you can do it on you can link it on your Microsoft 365 admin portal. But let me know. We're happy to. So I'm again just typing my email address here, Arnold@phambano.org.za or info@phambano.org.za. Send us an email and then we'll be able to assist you.
It is 10 o'clock, but if
Oh
you
dear.
have questions that we haven't answered, you're welcome to just stay and we're going through them. There are still quite a few questions, but if you have to leave, we totally understand.
Yeah.
Arnold, is it
Yes.
advisable to move our E1 users to the basic one?
Yes. Rather just do
Okay.
it now. Rather just do it now. Okay. I have done it already. I have done it because it was expiring, I think, September or so. But I just decided, well, I might as well just do it now. Right, so that then I can just, my main focus will be on the business premium when it expires.
And then Liesel is asking, can you please demonstrate again how to get to the admin console? We just use apps and have never had to go to the admin center.
Or is it?
And then her second part of her question is, can we still do the payment via Phambano or do we need to link a credit card for payment?
Both. It's easy. Both is easy. So to go to your Microsoft 365 admin, so let me do this. Let me just share quickly. I know it's 10 o'clock, so I don't want to keep you here forever. So let me just open this in a new private window. So you go to office. Okay, there. Oh, you go to office.com, um, office.com, and okay, and then click sign in. Uh, and then I can log in on my account, arnold.pambano.org.za. And of course, it's a work account, or school account. And then I put in my password. And again, this is very important. We do need to make sure that we have the authenticator. And you do need to set up the authenticator to protect your data and have multiple authentication, right? So as you can see, I've got the authenticator app on my phone, or if I can't use the authenticator app, I can actually just text me and get a text from Microsoft. So let me see if it's gonna be quick. Okay, yes, the text 933056. So some of you, this will be done by your IT, but again, if you don't have an IT, make sure you have multiple authenticator. Don't just have one, have multiple. Then they'll show you. If you go to view account, um, I'm just waiting for it to open. Come on. And you go to security info here, update security info. Um, update security info. Come on, quickly. So it's updating quickly. And then here you can add sign-in method. As you can see, I've added my phone number. I've got the password. I've got the authenticator on my phone. And I also have added a Gmail account. Don't add an organization email. Add something that is not linked to your domain so that if you're logged out of your domain, then you can recover using a different email account. So and I can add more as well, alternative phone number, hardware token, and so on and so forth. So make sure you have all the multiple factor authentic. Don't just use only the authenticator app on your phone because come when it's your next, let's say you need to upgrade your phone, you downgrade it to maybe your kid. And then it goes with the authenticator app. But if then I need to change it, like I can delete the authenticator app if I need to give this to my kid, and then I can add another authenticator here, right? So make sure you have multiple factor authentication. And then, so this is your global admin. This is your Microsoft 365 admin platform. So that's how easy it is to get into it. Yeah. Dai?
Is the Windows 11 Pro FPP or DSP, i.e. if we buy new hardware, do we need to buy Windows 11 Pro again?
Uh, hmm. It depends. If let's say you're getting it the new device without any software, you can get the software from us. If you have Windows Home single language, you can then upgrade to a Pro from us. So yeah, we can guide you on that.
So a screenshot was shared, Microsoft 365 Business Premium grant free up to 10 users. And the question is, do we still get 10 free Business Premium licenses?
Okay. I hope you can rephrase the question. Are you already on
Kaylee,
Microsoft 3?
Kaylee
Kaylee,
Wenzel.
okay, Kaylee, okay, where's Kaylee? If I can let Kaylee talk to us. Kaylee, are you already on Microsoft 365 or not? Is it Kaylee Wenzel? Okay, let's see. Kaylee, allow Mike. Kaylee, can you talk to us?
Hi, so we actually have quite a few different nonprofits that
Yes.
we've registered with you guys.
Ah, I remember
And
Kaylee, yes.
yes, and some of them are already using the business premium licenses.
Yes.
So I just want to find out because on the presentation it says that you get up to 10 free business premium licenses. Does that still continue?
Yeah, so like the organize they remember you registered a profile yesterday. I forgot love I forgot
Love
what is.
Nelson Mandela Bay and Love Spa.
Yeah, so the one that you submitted yesterday, let's connect today, and Asospire has sent an email, let's connect to place that order. You will get the 10 for the one
Okay.
that you submitted because it still is before the 1st of July. So you still can get. So if you still have other organizations that you work with, you only have until next week.
Okay, perfect. And then
Yeah.
so after next week,
Yes.
on the renewal date, they have to then there's no more 10 free.
They won't be a 10 free. They will now move into whichever NPO discounted plan they're gonna need. They're gonna choose.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, great. Okay, thanks
cool.
so much.
So thanks, thank you, and good to hear from
Um,
you. Yeah,
Arnold, could you
yes, yes.
just inform how much storage is available on SharePoint?
To be honest, I actually have not found a proper figure. Others are saying 25 terabyte storage, and we've just been using it. We have not really reached the limit. So you have more additional storage than, let's say, the OneDrive, which you have 1 tera. And unless if there's someone who is familiar on how much we get, but someone has told me a few years ago that we get up to 25 terabyte storage on SharePoint. Um, yeah, I don't know who has okay, let me see. Stefan has shared something. 1 tera on SharePoint. Really? I thought it was 25. Okay, so let's see. How much storage Microsoft gives that is 1 terabyte. On top of that, each 365 has an additional 10 gig. I wonder if this is this for non-profit or is this general? I wonder. I
I was
wonder.
also under the impression it was a terabyte.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But I'll also just I'll ask Microsoft SharePoint storage. Yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for that question.
Jill is asking Arnold if it's only admins that can check the renewal date of the Microsoft package. As a user, she doesn't seem to have access to that information.
So this is a good question. And in many of the webinars or in-person trainings that we have done with NPOs, look, as much as you have IT, and I respect the IT providers, right? Because they don't want to just share everything and give access to everyone within the organization for control, right? So that there's a proper level of control, which is good, very good. But it is advisable. It is advisable that as the executive director of the organization, you also have access to the global admin because remember, I mean, if let's say even for us, I mean, it's not just me who is the global admin. There's two of us in the organization that have global admin rights, and we had, I think, one external, so that to make sure that things is not dependent on one person. The logins are not dependent on one person, and then it's it it. So as the director of an organization, please make sure that, you know, again, with respect to the IT, to your IT provider, please ask so that you can also be the global, or you can have, remember when you sign up, you have the onmicrosoft.com, right? Thanks, admin. Who is admin? Admin, I think admin has shared the breakdown on the storage here. Admin, thank you. But can you also post your name here so we can see who is this admin? So coming back to what I was saying, thanks, Jacob. Good to meet you. So for executive directors for the organizations or someone who is responsible for the operations in your organization, please make sure that you have access to the logins. It's like your domain name, right? You have a web developer, but still you must have somewhere where you have all these passwords, so that if the person decides to leave, or SLA comes to an end, you still have access to your platform, right? Because the platform belongs to your organization. And again, I've seen so many issues where, you know, when you say, well, okay, the SLA has ended with this IT provider, and some IT providers then will say, no, start paying this much. But the tenant, this platform belongs to you as an organization, because these donations are for you. And no offense to the IT providers, but it's important for someone in the organization to have this global admin, and all the login details, whether it's access to your website, web hosting, domain name, everything. You do need to have access because it belongs to you as an organization. Yeah, Dai?
Kindly recap on how we purchase new nonprofit Windows 11 Pro licenses and pricing.
Okay. So you need to be on one. You need to already be on Microsoft 365 for nonprofits, so that then you can then validate yourself or authorize us as a reseller, so that when you go to get offer, the get offer you need to thanks, Stefan. Good to meet you. On when you go to any Texo platform, you will be guided to authorize us, but you need to authorize us on the Microsoft 365 admin platform. If you get stuck on that, we can share with you the authorization login, and you can log in. You log in on the Microsoft 365 admin platform. So let me show you. I hope I have it. Okay, I think Spa has shared. Spa, if you don't mind, can you share again that authorization link, Spa? I'll show you how to do it. Please share it quickly, Spa. And I'm just logging into TechSoup South Africa now. TechSoapSouthAfrica.org. Using TechSoapSouthAfrica.org because we as a nonprofit are on this one. So Spa, I don't know if you have it. If not, just want to share it quickly. Okay, I see Mikhail has a question, but let me just quickly share. Spa, do you have the link to authorize us as a reseller? Just to quickly show how it's done. So you log in on TechSoup South Africa. So let me just log in on our platform. Sorry, info. So I'm just logging in. Oh, this is the password. And then once you log in here, we will send you a reseller link. And then you open it here, or I forgot how it's done. Jeez. When you log in on your Microsoft 365, you open a new tab, you paste the link, the reseller link, and then you authorize us as a reseller. I'm sorry, I don't have like an organization that I can use, you know, but look, send me an email, arnold@phambano.org.za or info@phambano.org.za. Dai, I see Mikhail has a hand up. So Mikhail, you can be on camera and on audio. Sorry, Dai,
No problem.
to
No,
jump
no
you.
problem. Mikhail
Hi,
is very
everyone.
important.
Hi everyone. Sorry, I just wanted to go back to the SharePoint comment and the storage request because there's actually some confusion there, and that the information online also is a bit confusing. So what Jacob has shared is right, except that that is the limit for the size your SharePoint site can be if you had purchased that much storage additionally. So think of it as how long your file names can be or how big your hard drive is allowed to allow data. It's a threshold for how big the site can be in its entirety, but that's not what Microsoft is giving you at no cost. So I just wanted to clarify that. Is that clear?
Yes,
In
it's
terms
clear.
of
And the nice thing again, Mikhail, there is this is completely free to us as NPOs. We don't have to pay, unless when you have reached the limit, then you can then start paying for additional storage. Okay, so I know we have I don't die. Is there any other
It's just,
different
yeah,
question?
I'm
Or is just a
just going
repetition?
through them.
Yeah.
That one we've answered from Stefan. We've answered
Okay,
that
so a
one. I
quick
don't
one,
think there's
Dai.
anything new, but let's just quickly, before you go away, there are a
Yeah.
couple of questions in Q&A that I haven't had
Okay.
a
All
chance to
right.
read yet.
Okay.
How will backup for basic work when no
Okay.
desktop applications are available? Currently,
Okay.
the users have been on desktops under E1, and
Yes.
we are able to do a PST file.
Yes.
What's your
Yeah.
advice on backup of these accounts?
Okay, so when you move from E1 to basic, business basic, you don't have, there nothing changes because your emails will still be there, your data will still be there on your OneDrive or SharePoint. So nothing is, and I see Snenhlanhla here also raised the same issue. Just to be clear, when moving the E1 users to basic, is it changing the licenses? There's no data more, so data stays the same. You don't, there's nothing that is changing there. So thank you. Yeah, so nothing changes. Nothing changes.
No response. We'd have to give you've answered that one already.
Yeah,
Um,
OneDrive app. Sorry, Dai, again, the admin, I forgot who the admin is. Yeah. OneDrive app, SharePoint, Teams is still available on Business Basic.
And then Glenn, your question about the PhambanoTech support and how much
Yeah.
it costs, just pop Arnold an email
Yeah.
and he will advise you there. And then I think we've got, that's it, Arnold. If anything is
Okay.
pressing and I've
Yeah.
missed it,
Mm.
please just put up your hand and Arnold can answer that question for you in person.
Yeah, or just send us an email. Okay, so I see Glenn has a question. Okay, let's see where Glenn is. Okay, Glenn, let me put you. Okay, allow Mike. Yeah, you can go ahead, Glenn, or for any other questions. I don't want to just keep everyone here, so I'm just typing my email address or so arnold@phambano.org.za or info@phambano.org.za. Get in touch with us, and then we'll be able to assist out. Provide some advice on some of the questions. Glenn, over to you. Good to see you.
Hi, Arnold.
Hi.
Likewise. Copilot, it seems,
Yes.
from what I can tell, it seems as though the options are very expensive. Is there a non-profit option? And if not, is there an alternative to Copilot that you can recommend?
I know Dai has played around with, okay, so unfortunately there is no non-profit pricing on Copilot. And I'm happy Dai is on the call because she has played around with many Copilot options, and we even had a Copilot webinar. Dai, what advice will you?
So I think for me, Copilot has almost been worth the pricing because there are so many things that you can do with Copilot. Their basic free Copilot is kind of equivalent to your ChatGPT and your Gemini AI. Out of all of them, when it comes to assessing spreadsheets, your Excel spreadsheets, helping you, get do analytics and stuff on the free versions, I have found Gemini AI to be the best. as far as doing the assessments for reports, etc., etc. But what I've seen when I've sat in on the co-pilot presentations, we don't have it. I would love to get it, and I really hope that we do get a non-profit offer, because I think it's $25 per user, right, Arnold? 25 or
Yes, yes,
50,
per
somewhere
user per
around there.
month. Yeah. So
But I
in
think the
total for a
investment,
year. Okay, sorry.
if you need it and it's going to benefit you, I would say it's worth going onto the Microsoft platform and have a look at some of the presentations that they've done. And I think, Arnold, that's the link that Tiara shared with us. So I'm happy to
Yeah.
send it to you, Glenn, if you can just email info or email Arnold, and just go and listen to some of the presentations to get a clear idea of whether it's worth the investment or whether you just use the other free tools.
Yeah. And I think, Dai, in addition to that, maybe, sooner in the next few weeks, we'll have maybe
Sorry,
a
Arnold,
webinar on.
the mic is it my mic or yours?
Oh, okay. Sorry, Dai. I was saying maybe in the next, few weeks, maybe we'll have an AI webinar focusing on Copilot. All right. So again, we still have 82, 80, 88 participants, but I think, Dai, for any questions, please send us an email so that we don't just hold you here forever, because, since 9 o'clock we've been here. So again, once again, thank you. Thank you so much for joining our webinar, and again, to prepare on how you can navigate these changes to support your organization. So thank you. Thanks, colleagues, for going through all the questions and responding to the questions. And again, without any NPOs, we are nothing. So thank you for joining our webinar today. And until next time, we'll see you soon, and stay warm and be safe there. Thank you. Cool. Where do I stop recording? Let me stop recording. Yeah, stop recording. All right.